It's no secret that it is much, much slower than it has been over the last couple of years. So what the heck is happening right now to the real estate industry? Obviously, it's no secret that it is much, much slower than it has been over the last couple of years. And pretty much everyone I know is in some sort impacted by that, right? And the reason for that is obviously inflation was through the roof. We have interest rates at historic heights. We have affordability issues that all is causing you slowdown. And even in markets like here in Florida, Texas, and Tennessee, some of those markets that have a ton of demand where people are relocating from out of state, we are seeing a slowdown simply because people are holding off. And I understand why, right? Nobody wants to buy a house at a 7, 8, 9% mortgage because certainly your payments are going to be extremely high. And a lot of people say, well, back in the days, we had 17% mortgages and all that. It's not that bad. But yes, you bought the same house for like 35, 50 grand. And now you're spending 500,000 for that same house at a 9% rate. Certainly that makes a big difference. And we have not seen an increase in income for people that can satisfy those rental rates. So it is extremely hard for us to do fix and flips right now because we have affordability issues on the resale side, but also on the acquisition that a lot of people aren't selling right now because they have no option to go, right? If they sell their house now at a 3% interest, then they have to buy the same house at 8, 9%. It's going to make a big difference. For rentals, the same thing. We really have to be creative in setting deals up, creative financing, subject twos, and so on in order to even get some sort of a cash flow. Otherwise, you have to put a bunch of money down or just have pretty much no cash flow at all, right? Because if we get a loan at 7, 8%, that mortgage covers most of the rent. Sometimes it's even negative. So it is really hard. Same with commercial assets. I mean, rarely any commercial assets trading over the last 2 quarters, which over the last 2 years, we had $4 to $5 billion in sales volume trading here in our market. And right now we had a quarter with 0 transactions, and that has never happened before. So it's just really a slowdown. But on the flip side, I honestly believe that towards the end of 2025, early 2026, we're going to have a flip and we're going to have a ton of opportunities in this market. The interest rates are going to put pressure on the market. Prices are going to go down. A lot of people are going to fade out of the market. And then you're going to have the opportunity to buy real estate assets at massive discounts. As an example, commercial assets, if you're going to buy properties then that work with those current rates, you're buying those assets at a 2018, maybe even a 2017 value in a 2025 environment. So all you really need to do is obviously be a good manager and force the appreciation, but also by just waiting for the rates to recover in the market to do its thing over time, the appreciation will come back because those assets are undervalued. Even though it's the current appraisal, they're undervalued for where they should be because rental rates are, at an all-time high. We have demand for the housing industry and for the rental industry. So it's not an industry issue. It's really just an affordability issue for commercial and residential buyers that is solely a bank issue, right? So I think 2025, 2026 is really going to be a massive opportunity, but it is going to be slow next year. We have to really understand that 2024 until the election or probably towards the end of the year is going to be a slow year. And then in 2025, you're going to see some changes and it's going to kick back in. And most of the opportunities are then towards the end of that year. That is my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it. But honestly, wrap yourself up, educate yourself, build relationships, network as much as you can during the slow period of time. So whenever the market turns, you're ready to go and you're ready to attack those opportunities and make massive amounts of equity and cash flow over the next 10 years, then from 2025 and on.